Hey everyone, back again to my standard commentary, and yeah, today I'll be the blue Protoss here in the lower left corner, going against SpikedTea, the Zerg Gold League player, actually up here. Up here in the upper right corner. And you did hear that right. I am going against a gold player. I haven't gotten promoted to past silver since the last time we were here, so let's see how much damage I can do. As far as this seems highly peculiar, as the production value does seem to be much lower on the, well, not really much lower, but the spending seems to be quite, how to put this, erratic for the Zerg player, as I understand that they have larvae issues, but they seem to be only producing drones, as it would be, aside from that odd overlord, which I find highly unorthodox for the Zerg player, as I think that most people would go for a queen early on. As you can see, it's a pretty standard opening for myself. The 12 or 9, I guess the 9 probe pylon and gate opening, as well as yeah, I got nothing, and obviously the Zerg player is still keeping it pretty tame, as spending seems to be pretty even at the moment, and I actually did manage to pull ahead slightly. They do go for an early scout, as you saw earlier, which I was obviously, though I did seem pretty unprepared, and it seems to me that they did not see the pylon and the gateway behind my mineral line, thus maybe why he is playing it slightly safe. And there seems to be no resistance to the fact that my probes are right here. And I do see the spawning pool here, which does seem pretty late in the game, which reasonably tells me that they're probably not doing a 6 pool, but I should probably be a little more wary of this, considering the things that you did see me do earlier in the game. Though I do get the proxy pylon out here to their second expansion, as I do notice the Overlord telling me that there is a they do plan on going for the early expansion. And I barely missed the this proxy drone there for the Exana, or however you pronounce it, tower. And they reasonably, knowing that the pylons there, I do manage to put out a zealot, and thus worrying them that I do have a gateway somewhere out here. And do I get any error? I do get the Stalker out, but do I get any more units out? Considering that there is a group of Lings out coming out to the base right now. And there's the Queen, finally. And the Spine Crawler. And here they come. And will they here to destroy my mineral line, which oddly enough does not happen, as they decide to scout and most likely find my gateway and my separate next core. And they finally decide to destroy some of my proxy pylons and such. Oh, my probe, and go for my proxy pylon. Not a smart move, as they finally bring the Lings into range of my Stalker. And will they see my proxy pylon? Apparently not, as they go for the expansion. Hatchery upgrade. as this should probably tell me that they're going for roaches eventually, if I were to finally get my scouting down. Which do I? Apparently not, as I get stalkers out and do an early harass for the the second expansion here. And at this point, I do notice that their hatchery just literally went up, and they currently do not have any resources going off this one base, and I decided to leave it alone. And they do fend off their early game harass, well, mid-game harass I should say, as it is 8 minutes into the game at this point. Do I bring them? Not a smart move on my part, as I should have brought back my stalkers and let the zealots absorb most of that damage. Now, however, I do finally go in for the kill for their hatcheries to draw these out, the queens out. And I do lose the stalker to that. As you can see, my macro is not that great, as I am now left with zealots, and I do leave 2 zealots to fend off the rest of the army as I take down this hatchery. And another set of zealots decide to destroy the again the third expansion, which seems to be a pretty bad sync for the Zerg player up here, who is again still seems to be lagging behind, even though I do have an abundance of unspent resources. As far as upgrades go, I have 1 in progress and apparently no blink or charge upgrade, as I could clearly use right now. I do realize that that was a major mistake, and not to mention the fact that I let 2 zealots into the spine crawler, which pretty late, and do not have any stalkers to aid, especially with these roaches, which have finally arrived pretty late, in my opinion. But let's see what we can do. And obviously pulling off a somewhat effective roach harass right there, but again, a little late considering I do have stalkers on the way. And over here we can see that I finally decided that it's time to bring the zealots to the mineral line, as my stalkers should be able to deal with the lone roach now. Ooh, and they decide to go for lings. Despite that being a bad idea again with my zealots, and that is game. There you have it. I won my first game against a Golden League player. For how very odd.